Hey, Joe Lowry, what a day. And today we are checking in with one of pro wrestling's impressive athletes. She is a true ring warrior, and perhaps you've seen her on AEW Dark and most recently on NWA Power. That's on Fight TV if you didn't notice. And she is talented, she's beautiful, and yes, she is powerful. Let's welcome to Whattaday, the Bionic Beast, Jennacide.
Hi, Joe. What a day.
What a day indeed. You know, you were formerly known as Jenna Van Muscles, correct? But you undergone a transformation. Can you tell us about that a little bit and what that entailed?
Yeah, over a year ago, I did a rebrand. Jenna Van Muscles was just a nickname to me, given in the gym, just because I was a big girl that had lots of muscles and used to lift some heavy shit. And that just carried over to the wrestling world. And then I feel like throughout my years in the wrestling business and my training, I was more beyond just that persona and kind of did a rebrand and came up with Jennacide while being locked in the pandemic and nothing but our own brains and things, and kind of rebranded and marketed myself in the past year, and it's doing great. So I'm really happy everyone was open to the new character and loving it as much as I am.
Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome. Now, I've seen your Instagram story post, and you know, your training methods are pretty cool. I mean, you work out, you do a lot of kicking and so forth, and a lot of powerlifting. Now, I grew up in the era of pro wrestling when wrestlers were larger than life. We're talking like the Tony Atlases, the Magnificent Morocco, the King Kong Moscas. I'm not sure if you know who they are. This is kind of like pre-Hogan days. And, you know, your size is impressive. You're billed as 6 feet tall. Your weight is at 200 pounds and so forth. When people see you get in the ring and so forth, are they just like in awe of your talent and your size?
They're impressed at first by the size and stature, but then they're like, oh wow, this girl can really move. I'm not just one of like a big size and who has a limited kind of move set. I'm a big girl, but I can go. And I like really just surprising everyone and showing what I can do as an athlete.
That's awesome. I seen your match. I just saw your match against Jordan Grace at Ladies Night Out. I was watching that on YouTube, and that was an impressive match. She's been on Whattaday last year. She was great. And to see you grace the ring. I saw you with Lady Frost the other day on NWA Power. That too. She's been on Whattaday. So it seems like a lot of people are crossing paths now.
I know. It's so nice to work with all these amazingly talented women. And I'm just, you know, I feel blessed every time I'm able to step in the ring, no matter who I'm with. So.
Nice. I got some people commenting, Jen, you are beautiful, they're saying.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Brian Medina. Hey, what's happening, Brian? Good to see you on the air and all that stuff. Now, you know, you shared the ring with some pretty notable names. I mean, back in 2017, you took on the likes of young Sonya Deville in NXT. And, of course, you've been involved with AEW, appearing on Dark. You've taken on, you know, Jordan Grace, like I'd mentioned, at Ladies Night Out, which was a great match, by the way. And most recently, you have been on NWA's Power on Fight TV, you know, battling the lights of Thunder Rosa, who's a huge fan of Whattaday, by the way. Can you share a little about your experience wrestling these women with these high-profile companies? How did you like that?
For me, I just, no matter who I'm with, these are high-caliber women. So, like, for me, it's kind of like, all right, I'm getting to the level now where I'm having more experienced talent in the ring with me. And that just, you know, it takes two to, like, put on a battle out there and tell a story. And, you know, that's what we're doing. And I got to do it with Thunder, Lady Frost, Camille on Power. So all these women that, you know, I really haven't had an opportunity over my years, and now I'm getting those. I feel just really lucky. And like I said, anytime I get to wrestle, I'm happy. So.
I hear you, especially now with the pandemic ending and so forth. Real quickly, the Jennacide character, the painted face and so forth. When I first saw you, I thought you were like Ace Frehley on steroids. Have you ever heard that before?
Not particularly. People just don't know how to take it at first. So
I love it. I think it's great. I love any type of character that somebody can bring a character to the ring. I really like that. There's a lot of women out there who bring a character. Thunder Rosa, Lady Frost, everybody, they bring that certain character, but sometimes people kick it up a notch. And I think the Jennacide character really defines that. Like it's impressive to say the least. You know, when I first saw you a few months back, I'm like, I want her on the show. I got to have her on the show. She's great. And, you know, finally you agreed and so forth. Now you've been doing a lot of work with Mission Pro Wrestling in Texas with Thunder Rosa. I know you guys got a big thing coming up with that.
Yeah.
You want to tell us what's going on there?
I actually debuted the Jennacide character at Mission Pro. So
Nice.
so they were the first ones there. All of the fans there on Mission Pro and those watching were able to kind of see the birth of the Jennacide character. And I've been with them and on their roster since they relaunched over a year ago. So things have been going really well. Almost undefeated, one loss technically. Little interruption there, but I've been doing well, and I'm working towards that title shot, and we have our second round in the women's tournament coming up on the 31st at the Mission Pro. It'll be in Conroe, Texas at the Work Hard and Hustle Harder show. So I'm excited. My match will be the second round, and it's against Vert Vixen. So we both win our first rounds, and now we're synced up to do the second round, and I hope to just knock this out of my way and keep working towards the title.
Now I've also began sponsoring Mission Pro with their upcoming show, Work Hard, Hustle Harder, that's coming up at towards the end of the month and so forth. You're on that show as well, correct?
Yep, I will be on that show.
Awesome. Do you know who you're facing off against yet, or
the Hustle Harder show? That's Vert Vixen.
Oh, it is Vert. Okay, okay. I wasn't sure. Why. Sometimes I think they're in Buda, Texas, but this is in Conroe, Texas.
So we're normally in Buda, Texas at the pinball place, but this will be the first time we're going to be in Conroe, Texas.
Nice.
So this is a new venue for us.
Yep.
But still streaming live on Title Match Network. So
awesome. I just got a great shout out from Sam Laterna, the announcer, I guess, for Mission Pro. She did a great shout out. That'll be on the air soon as well. So looking forward to that. Now, Jenna, in case anybody doesn't know, I'm talking with Jennacide from NWA Power. If you're just joining, I see a lot of people kicking in. They're saying you have a great gimmick and they need more strong women like Jen and Jordan. I'm just reading the comments. Yeah. So yeah, I believe that. I really think, real quickly, I don't want to say the evolution of women's wrestling, but the change that has taken place over the last year, coincidentally during the pandemic, women's wrestling has really kicked it up a notch. I'm seeing women's wrestling more now on the indie front, as well as all the mainstream ones like Major League Wrestling, obviously NWA with Mickie James announcing the tournament and so forth. Do you feel it's going to go even higher, even further? The women's, I'll call it an evolution or revolution, whatever you want to call it. But I think it's great. I think it's no longer the divas. It's now real women wrestlers.
I don't fit in that category of diva, not to discredit any, because there's a lot that unfortunately
there's a market for that.
As divas who are pushing hard to pave the way for us, as I have her shirt on right now. But,
there you go.
There's a lot of women out there that paved the way, and I feel like now it's just women's wrestling. It's more about like empowering each other in the locker room and when we're out there, and just I don't know. I'm all about positivity. I don't have negativity in my life, so I'm all about women empowerment and how we can work together to just I love making history and kind of taking it to the next level. So I can't wait to see what's going to come for women's wrestling. And this is only, I think,
I think it's going to explode. I mean, with the likes of Thunder Rosa and the show she put on with Britt Baker on national TV, that was just unreal. I mean, that's kicked it up a notch.
That's history. She's writing history.
I said that night and I got laughed at. And then the next day, everyone's like, "Oh no, you're right. I go, I was watching it live. There's only a handful of matches I can honestly tell you in the last couple of years where, when you're watching wrestling, you're always doing something else, whether you're on social media, checking whatever, checking email and all that stuff. I can tell you on one hand how many matches have actually made me put down my phone or iPad or whatever and watch. Last year was Jordan Grace versus Deonna Purrazzo.
Yeah. And
just recently, obviously, with Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker, that was just an unbelievable match. That was history making. It just put everybody, all the women on a different.
It was incredible. They took it up another level, and that's something that we all watch, and we can appreciate the risk they took to put on that kind of performance and battle, and to do that for women. It just made me want to show up. I had my first ever Falls Count Anywhere match ever versus Whattaday in March at Mission Pro, and I tell you what, it's matches like Britt and Thunder that like empowered me to do that sort of thing, and we can take it to a crazy place as well, and we definitely did.
It's motivating to say the least, because I've heard that from a lot of other different wrestlers where they see something like that, and of course when you set the bar that high, someone's going to come along and they're going to want to jump over that bar or past that bar, and I can't wait to see that match. And that might even be you. Who knows?
Who knows? I know there's really like, you know, there's no limit. There's so many other things they can build at AEW women's and,
Yep.
you know, NWA and everywhere, that there's so much, I think, still on the table that women haven't been able to do yet. And I think that is one thing to really take it to the next level this year. And let's see how we can keep it going.
Nice. Now I have a question from Irvin Mike LaRue. He's asking me, who was your mentor? Did you have a mentor or?
Yes. Well, my other half is my mentor, and his name is Chris Silvio. He's my coach and my better half. He has been a wrestler for 20 years. So awesome. He has 20 years of experience, and, you know, he's my other, and I have a posse of great support. My best friend happens to be, because I have her shirt on, Mercedes Martinez.
Oh, I love her. When she was on it, when she came on NXT, I thought it was great. I hope she gets called up. I think she's one of those. Her, Raquel Gonzalez, Rachel Gonzalez. Those women need to be really showcased.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
She,
you know,
20 years of undeniable experience. And then my original trainer is Rain, aka Bonnie Maxon. So if you remember her, she's been on TNA, and she was definitely back in the day of early like Shimmer and Shine days. So that's where I started with her. So I have a lot of, and then I train at the Side Dojo with Matt Seidel and those guys. So I have like a full team of like amazing, talented people that are in my corner. That's
really good to have. That's good support to have. Some people are out on their own and you don't have that guidance. So you're very lucky to have that. Now, real quickly, I saw this on your Instagram story with your other half, the tortilla slap. What is that all about?
You know, I try to be young at heart and see what the TikTok challenges are. And, you know, we canceled wrestling training that night at the school because, you know, big storm Elsa was coming. So, you know, we were inside for a change and, you know, didn't have plans, and we're like, let's try the viral tortilla slap challenge. And I got to tell you, I have not laughed that hard in a while, and nor have I ever been hit in the face with the tortilla. So, you know, first time for everything. Yeah, I think fans liked watching me get slapped in the face with it.
What I thought was funny, it wasn't even about the video. It was like, I was just curious as to what the hell is a tortilla slap? And I'm like, wow.
There's so many of these like TikTok challenges, like Bionic.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
So I try to pretend I'm young and
just don't do that TikTok challenge where they tell you to drink all the power stuff, the dry. What is it? The weight gain stuff. Just scoop. What do they call them? Scooping or something?
No,
like that?
I can't do that. I know so many people that dump it. I can't.
I don't understand how you can do that. I mean,
no, I would cough it up. Yeah. Who knows what's next? I'll try. I always try to make people laugh on the TikTok.
I thought it was going to end with the Tide Pods, but I guess not.
No, oh God, no.
All right, Jenna, as you may or may not know, we here at Whattaday, my producer just handed me this, by the way. We here at Whattaday like to get to know our guests in a more creative way. This is like more, don't be nervous, by the way. This is more like a word association type game meets a game show, and I'm like the game show host. So don't be scared. You ready?
I like games.
These are more like questions. These are more like questions. All right. First one. What is your most embarrassing moment?
Most embarrassing moment in the ring or in life?
You tell me your most embarrassing moment. You want to say in ring and life? It's up to you. Whatever comes to your head. I usually say whatever pops in your head, just say it.
I don't know. I trip and fall like everywhere, no matter where I am. I'm not klutzy in the ring, but outside of the ring, I fall a lot, and it's embarrassing all the time because it's generally like in public.
Oh, that must be fun hanging out with you. Huh? Where's Jenna? Oh, she's on the ground. She just fell. Okay.
I'm just klutzy.
All right. Coke or Pepsi? You know the big war. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero. Okay, there's a first one there. Have you ever been on a blind date?
Technically, when I was single, before there was Tinder and everything, whatever is used now, I think anytime you met someone offline was a blind date.
Yeah, right. I didn't think about that one. All right, here's a good one. What is one thing that nobody knows about you, but yet you want to let everybody know?
I'm a twin.
You're a twin? No way.
But I have a twin brother, and he looks nothing like me.
You have a twin brother that looks nothing like you?
Yep. And I have a sister the same age who's adopted, so we're like triplets. So we're like triplets.
You guys should have like a tag team. Be like a 6-man tag team, like a 3-man tag team.
They are not athletic at all.
You can't paint your twin and call him Jennacide or something like that?
No, wrestling's not in their forte.
Oh, geez. Okay.
But my dad was a wrestler, so that's where I get it from.
All right. This one's more like a brain teaser question. How do you know your refrigerator light is working?
Because I can see the snacks I get at night. Midnight snack. Munchies.
Nice, I like that. I don't know if this question pertains to you falling down in a lot, but glass of wine or a 6-pack of brews?
No alcohol at all.
Nice. Okay, great. What's more ideal, a warm, secluded tropical beach or a snowy mountain cabin getaway?
I live in Florida at the beach, so my vacation spot is in Georgia in the snowy mountain cabin.
Oh, really? No way. Okay, awesome. Mm-hmm. If you could be one thing for the day, anything or anyone, what would it be?
I wouldn't want to be per se anyone else. Maybe trade places. My other half's wrestling career got cut short due to an injury in the ring. So I would trade places so he can go out there one more time.
Nice. That's nice. Morning person or night owl?
Forced to be a morning person because of work, but forever a night owl.
All right. Top or bottom? And I'm talking about bunk beds.
Bottom. I'm too big for the top.
All right. Last one. Fill in the blank. Social media can be blank.
Obtrusive.
Yeah, there you go. Some people say toxic. I do have a couple of questions in the comment section. Tony Capria is asking, how long does it take to put your paint on before you get in the ring?
It depends if it's an outdoor show or not, or how sweaty I am. Generally, about 45 minutes.
Wow. Okay. So you have to get there early then. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And Leo Connors, what's up, Leo? Nice to see you on here. How long have you been wrestling for?
I'm going on my 7th year.
7th year. Okay. Professionally, right?
Yes.
Nice. Nice. Okay. And then Irvin Mike LaRue is asking, what is your dream match? If you have one.
Best friend. Mercedes.
Really? Have you guys ever been in the ring together?
We train all together. We train all the time, but we've never had like a show match per se.
Really? I honestly, Mercedes Martinez and you guys, that'd be a hell of a tag team. I don't know why that's not even gracing the TV screens as we speak, but
I call her all the time. I can't wait to whoop her ass in the ring.
Awesome. Okay, so finally, what's next for Jennacide? Where are we going after Mission Pro? Anything on the docket? Is anybody looking at you? AEW, NWA? I know Mickie James has that tournament coming up.
Yeah. So after Mission Pro, I'll be in Dallas. I'll be back in Texas a week later on August 7th for the Independent Wrestling Expo 5, where I have a 4-way women's match there, and they're doing an expo, so I'll be selling merch as well. This is my first time that I'll be in Dallas for wrestling, so I'm hoping to meet some new fans there. And then after that, we'll see. I know NWA did their press conference yesterday, and Mickie was there announcing the all-women's pay-per-view, and they are slowly revealing who their picks are, so you never know.
Come on now. I need the scoop, Jennacide. Are you in on that or what?
Scoop. I'm here waiting for the call.
Do I have to call Mickie James and get her on Whattaday to tell me that she's going to pick you? I mean, come on.
Maybe, but yeah. And then, I've been at NWA 2 times so far and interested in going back. So you'll just have to wait and see. I can't do anything. But yeah, their next pay-per-view is the women's event is on August 28th. And then the 29th is Wrestling at the Chase, the first time that wrestling is back at the Chase in years. And they have their 73rd pay-per-view event there that, I'm working hard, and hopefully I'll get to be a part of something like that.
Nice. Very nice. Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to come on Whattaday. I know you've been busy. You work all day and so forth and train and all that good stuff. But to take the time out, I greatly appreciate it. I'm a huge fan of yours. I can't wait to see where you go next. I know it's going to be huge. I'm sure you're going to be gracing the major networks sooner than later. But I want to thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for all the support. I really appreciate all my muscle army for the big girls.
Muscle army. By the way, how much can you bench?
I don't really bench per se anymore. My heaviest is I don't go past 225 anymore, and I don't go past 325 in squats anymore.
Is that just for health reasons or just something you know?
Just not my style anymore, just because I'm trying to do the Muay Thai fighter thing and be lean and mean so I can move better in the ring.
Also, by the way, who does your wardrobe? Because it's unbelievable. I love it.
My secret stylist.
Ooh, okay, nice.
He's a hot commodity. I don't even mention her.
He's a hot commodity. Wow, we got to get him on Whattaday then. Jeez.
I know, right? No, she does amazing. I put the concept together and she brought it to life, and I couldn't be happier. So, but yeah.
All right, I want to thank you for coming on Whattaday. I greatly appreciate, folks.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it.
No problem. Now, if anybody did not catch this live feed, this video will be up and posted on Hall of Fame wrestling journalist Bill Abner's OneWrestlingVideo.com YouTube website. You can check it out. All my videos and interviews are on there as well. But I want to thank Jennacide for coming back on today. People down in Conroe, Texas, she's coming your way at the end of the month. Work hard, hustle harder. Mission Pro Wrestling Extravaganza at the end of the month. I'm glad to be part of that, sponsoring and so forth. And Jennacide, thank you again for coming on Whattaday.
Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate all the love and support.
All right, guys, thanks for checking in with me, and I'll talk to you guys later.